Good evening. Thank you all for coming tonight. If everyone could please take their seats, we could go ahead and get started. First off, I want to welcome everyone tonight to the 16th Annual Celebration of Leaders. My name is Rocky Tilney. I'm the board chair for the Chamber of Commerce Mountain View, and I'm really looking forward to sharing this evening with everyone tonight. It should be a lot of fun. A little bit of history about Celebration of Leaders. It was about 16 years ago that the Chamber started this event, and it was a members-only event for a number of years until the board chair at the time, Mike Couch, decided to get the community leaders involved. And it was suggested that we invite nonprofits and other members of the community to join us. And this really fits well with the Chamber's core values. You know, we make it a point to promote the community as much as possible. So this evening, we want everyone to mingle, meet new people, and let's celebrate our leaders. I also want to introduce... At this time, I want to introduce Oscar Garcia. He's the president and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce Mountain View.
So, well, again, good evening, everyone. And, you know, I want to tell you, this is a huge success. This is the first time we've had this event in January. Prior years, it's been in November, and we were a little kind of concerned about whether or not we were going to get a good response right after the holidays. People are broke. Well, that's because we haven't gotten our credit card bill yet, so we don't know. No, but we sold out. We sold out of this event, so congratulations to everyone. Thank you for your support. I'd like to first start off and recognize some of our elected officials, some of our dignitaries that are here this evening. So when I call your name, if you stand up, and we'll do one big round of applause at the end. So first of all, we have this evening joining us our Assemblyman Paul Fong. Representing Supervisor Liz Niss's office is Marcia Adler. And our new mayor of Mountain View, Jack Siegel. And we have the mayor of Palo Alto, Sid Espinosa. We also have Mountain View Council member Margaret Abacoga. Okay. We have also Mountain View Council member Laura Macias. And we have Mountain View City Manager Kevin Duggan. So, next, I also want to recognize our board of directors. And first off, we have Leanne Reeves with Helmings Auto Repair. Ken Rosenberg with Morgan Stanley. Dolores Beasley with NASA. Sherry Sager with Lucille Packard Children's Hospital. Geraldine Mateo with Alon Pinnell. Joe Isaacs with PG&E. Paul Kraus with Goodco Press. Rick Callender with Santa Clara Water Valley District. Doreen Denise with California Bank and Trust. David Ju with Dynamic Strategic Alignment. Ken Graham with El Camino Hospital. And Cynthia Greaves with Palo Alto Medical Foundation. And Shiva Gesemi with Fenwick and West. Doug Free with Microsoft. Barry Groves with the Mountain View Los Altos High School District. Jeff Weinberg with JW Catering. Dan Hoffman with Google. And Jim Busby also with NASA.
And just a couple more announcements before dinner. Last call for ticket sales. There should be some people running around. So if you see them out there, please be sure to get your raffle tickets. The raffle and silent auction end at 8. And Doris apparently has the tickets. And the most important announcement of the evening, the bar is open through dinner. So be sure to go out there.
Okay, so we're going to move on next and recognize our first individual. Let me have your attention. So, you know, one of the things. Thank you. One of the things here at the Chamber of Commerce, when I first came on board, some of you know that I used to work in high tech, worked in sales and other capacities, and especially in sales, I realized that when you're a salesperson, oftentimes you might have maybe an inside salesperson or someone that can provide you with some support, but many times you don't. And when I found out that the Chamber of Commerce, we have our ambassadors, and that they are basically out there preaching the good word about what our chamber does to the community, and they're volunteers. And to me, what I equated it like, wow, they're like our salespeople, but they're more than that because they really do have they volunteer their time. It's out of the kindness of their heart, and we have this evening a very special friend, gentleman, that is our Ambassador of the Year, Bob Marinero with New York Life. And let me just say a few words here. So, again, the Chamber Ambassadors are the eyes and ears in our community. And as Ambassador of the Year, Bob has represented the Chamber at ribbon cuttings, a lot of ribbon cutting ceremonies, business mixers, the Art and Wine Festival, and various other programs and events throughout the year. And from the Chamber, we'd like to thank Bob for the many contributions that he's made toward the success of the Chamber of Commerce. So please, big round of applause, and let's welcome Bob Marinero. That's our Ambassador of the Year. And I want to tell you here, so Bob is getting some recognition from Diane Feinstein, City of Mountain View, and also Assembly Member Paul Fong as well. Well, Paul, you're cleaning up here. Oh my gosh, the County Board of Supervisors, and also from Congresswoman Anna Eshoo. And also, Bob is receiving here a dinner and show, Cascal gift certificate, a pair of tickets to Peninsula Symphony, overnight stay at Dinah's Garden Hotel as well. So thank you very much, Bob. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to switch gears a little bit here, and we're going to move into recognizing our Volunteers of the Year. So, again, we move on next to the portion of our evening where we recognize some exceptional people in our community, our Volunteers of the Year. Now, earlier this week, we had a college football team crowned national champions, and in a few weeks, we will have a Super Bowl champion. This evening, we have our own champions. These are individuals who have devoted their time, their energy, and their passion to causes greater than their personal causes. These are community members who ask not what's in it for them, but rather what more can they do for others. These are our friends and our neighbors who shy from recognition of their noble deeds, but don't hesitate to extend their hand to those in need. They are champions in our community whose generosity is impacting us today and for years to come. Please help me welcome our first partner to recognize our Volunteer of the Year, the American Red Cross of Silicon Valley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege to introduce you to Jeff Ziman. My name is Barb Larkin. I'm the CEO of the Silicon Valley Red Cross, and we are so incredibly proud to honor Jeff here today and appreciate the Chamber's opportunity to talk a little bit about his impact. Jeff has worked with the Red Cross as a volunteer for 11 years, and one of the many things that he's done for our organization is he's in charge of what we call the disaster action teams. These are teams of there's about 80 people in these teams that get up in the middle of the night and go out and help people whose homes have been burned or have had other disasters. He's an inspiration. It's one of those things that we never quite know when we're going to need help in a disaster, and I have to tell you, if my house ever burns down, Jeff Ziman's the one that I would like to come to my house to help me. He's impressive not only with the service that he's done in those disasters, and those disasters have been on the increase the last 2 years, but also he's been on our board of directors, serving on our strategic planning commission, and also our audit committee. And we've had a clean audit, I think, for a long time. In no short because of Jeff. So I really want to say thank you to Jeff and the other 80 volunteers that he organizes to help keep our community safe and to help people in their worst of times. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Nice.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. Right here. Right here.
Okay, the next organization we'd like to invite up is the Community Health Awareness Council, also known as CHAC.
Hello, I'm Monique Kane, and I'm Executive Director of CHAC, and I am really, really delighted to be able to honor Hinda Weber today. Hinda is the co-founder and director of the most successful case management program of the high school district, and especially at Alta Vista High School, that has won tons of awards, and Hinda had a lot to do with those awards. Of all Hinda's remarkable accomplishment, what is most significant to us at CHAC are the hundreds and hundreds of lives of young people that she has touched deeply and guided and encouraged to finish high school, and in many cases go on to college or community college over the many years of working in the district and in her involvement with CHAC. And today, there was a suicide at Palo Alto, again, of a young girl from Palo Alto High School, and what Hinda did today was spend the entire day consoling kids who knew her and working with those kids. And this is what Hinda does, and she is truly our hero today.
Congratulations. We're going to take a picture right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then now we'd like to invite Community Services Agency. I wrote down if you wanted to.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what they gave me. Great, thank you. Good evening, one and all. I'm Tom Myers. I'm Executive Director of Community Services Agency. Thank you. It is my pleasure and my privilege to honor tonight Duncan McVicker, who is the past president of our board of directors. Following a career in high tech, working specifically for HP, and his career as a veteran serving the United States in the Army, Duncan became a full-time community volunteer upon his departure from HP. Presently, he works to assist troubled veterans, and he has just finished his will be soon finishing his 6-year term as a member of our board of directors at Community Services Agency. As I said, he was president of our board last year. And this year, he is helping our agency to embark on a strategic planning process, which those of you who work in the nonprofit sector know is something that is too often ignored and vitally important to organizations that plan to do business in this environment. Duncan has done an excellent job of guiding and leading our agency through these times, and in so doing has made sure that our sights are always very firmly in place on what we do and what we do best, which is making sure that people have food on the table and a roof over their head. Because as the supplier of basic safety net services, that's our job, and it's important for us to be here and to do that job and to do it well for all of you. So it's my pleasure to say thank you, Duncan, for a job well done on the board of directors, and thank you for the work you've done, not just for CSA, but for our community. Thank you.
You're up next.
Okay, so the next organization we'd like to invite up is the Day Worker Center of Mountain View.
Well, good evening, everybody. So my name is Maria Marroquin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Day Worker Center of Mountain View. And it's truly an honor and a privilege to be here with you and have an opportunity to recognize publicly to our dear Steve Chandler. So he is involved in the Day Worker Center daily operations in every single level. He is always available, always reliable, always passionate to give. So I don't know, this is very, very unique person who I'm really happy and honored to be related with. The Day Worker Center helps the day laborers in the community to have a better place when they can meet. And without Steve Chandler and volunteers like him, it's not possible to do the wonderful job that this community needs. So I really would like to join me, just give a really, really warm and strong round of applause to our dear Steve Chandler, and thank all of us together because he is in our lives and he is in this community improving the whole thing. Thank you so much.
Okay, next we have Friends of Stevens Creek Trail.
Good evening. I'm Aaron Grossman. I'm the Executive Director of the Friends of Stevens Creek Trail, and if you have not yet been out on the trail, please get out there. The trail has done really well in Mountain View. We've got about 4.5 miles finished. The new extension over Highway 85 will be starting soon. Very exciting. We also are very proud that Cupertino has done about 3/4 of a mile of trail. It's a really nice section. Carol is in good part responsible for that. She has been working in Cupertino to try to promote access, community access, keeping track of what's going on in the whole city. It's been very important for us. And you know, the dream of the trail is to go all the way from the bay to the mountains through Cupertino. Thanks to Carol, that's happening. Carol, congratulations. Here's the camera. Oh, okay.
Okay, I think you're next.
Okay, so our next organization is KMVT, Community Television.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Szabo, the Executive Director of KMVT Community Television. And among the many things we cover in the 3 cities that we serve, one of the most exciting programs we have is the high school sports coverage. We cover Mountain View High, Los Altos High, and St. Francis High School. Football, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, water polo, a number of other sports. We have the most extensive high school sports coverage of any nonprofit TV station in the country. And we have one staff member who's the producer of that show, but that show would not be possible without the scores of volunteers who help shoot and announce on those programs. Jim Leonard is one of the play-by-play announcers for KMVT Sports, calling basketball, baseball, and other sports all year round, volleyball as well. And in addition, he helps with a variety of community shows as a cameraman, as an audio operator, and in other ways. So Jim is an integral part of what we do at KMVT, and certainly the sports program would not be possible without him and others like him. In addition, Jim is just an all-and-out fun guy. He's one of the great volunteers that we work with, and just brings a smile to everything he does. And of course, no volunteer would be what he is without the person behind him, his lovely wife, Holly. So, Jim, thank you so much for everything you do, and congratulations.
Okay. Next up, we have Leadership Mountain View.
Hello, my name is Alicia Crank, and I'm the Program Director for Leadership Mountain View. And tonight, we are honoring as our Volunteer of the Year, Mr. Michael O'Farrell. Mike told me to ad-lib and not to be safe, but I'm going to be good anyway. Mike has been a significant part of Leadership Mountain View for years, well before I came on board as director 2 years ago. And Mike has just helped me immensely to be the best director I can be. He has helped to make the program what it is today, to make it strong, to make it functional, and to continue helping to make good people become great leaders. if it's any testament, we have 2 tables here tonight, and one of them is filled with Mike's family. And, and so that tells me one of 2 things. Either they are so proud of him that they're not surprised and they really wanted to be here tonight, or they couldn't believe he could possibly be getting honored, so they were willing to pay to call his bluff. So with that, I say congratulations, Mike.
Take a picture right here. Congratulations.
All right, Rock. You're up.
And Mike, you do get a free dessert tonight, so thank you. It's amazing to me that when we go through these organizations, how many amazing organizations can be in one community. So I'm just so surprised. The next organization I'd like to ask up is the Mountain View Center for Performing Arts.
Thank you. I'm Scott Whistler. I'm the Executive Director of the Mountain View Center for the Performing Arts, where we run on the backs of our volunteer ushers. We have a great reputation at the center for welcoming and hosting and taking care of our patrons, and that's entirely due to the work of people like Krista Tomasevich, who is our Volunteer of the Year. Krista, I don't know how she finds the time to do it. She takes care of her grandkids pretty much full-time, right? And then she also volunteers at Castro School a lot. But somehow she has managed since 2005 to give about 1,700 hours to hosting the arts patrons here in Mountain View, and also to keeping them safe and showing up for trainings about emergency evacuation and stuff like that. So Krista, thank you very much for all of the amazing service that you give us at the center.
Sneak by you, Scott.
Thank you, guys.